Hello, it's Monica from craftingwithquillinglady, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create this triple strip fancy fold card. If you like it, I really hope you'll feel inspired and craft along with me, because I use my free design papers from Color Your World collection, and this is for my giveaway. All you have to do is to use those two design papers. I left the link in the description down below, and you can win my entire Color Your World collection, including 20 design papers, a piece of sentiment, SVG files, and PDFs. All you have to do is to use that hashtag QL Color Your World and create a project using my design papers, and the deadline is 24th of September. At the end of this video, I will leave the link with the giveaway video. So to create my project, we need 6 by 12 inches card base, and I'm using 270 GSM card. And I'm going to score it at 6 inches, and that will be the card base. Super quick and simple so far, right? Then we're going to fold and burnish that score line. And as you can see, super quick so far. Now we need another piece measuring 6 by 8.5 inches, and we are going to score it at 2, 4, 6, and 8 inches. So at the end, we're going to have half of an inch flap. Super quick as well. So that will be our concertina part. Actually, I was inspired by Iced Images on YouTube, and I will leave her video in the description down below if you would like to check it out. It was super cool video, and thank you so much, Ice Images, for your amazing inspiration. So that's why I was inspired to create my fancy fold today. So as you can see, the concertina is ready. Now we have to create 3 strips measuring 1.5 by 8 inches, and we're going to score it at 4 inches, and we need 3 of those, and that will be that triple panel stepper card. Super cool, right? So as you can see, you don't really need any cutting dice to create this card. And now we're going to fold and burnish all those cone lines. And then we have to create all mats and layers. And I use only the pieces from my free design papers from Color Your World collection. If you haven't seen that collection yet, check my Buy Me a Coffee website, because today, tomorrow, and also that will be 50% off full collection. So you can get it now. But if you win during my giveaway, I'm going to give you the money back through a PayPal. So that is super cool. So if you haven't used my collection yet, that is the time. Even using that free design papers. And if you use that hashtag QL Color Your World, I will see your amazing project. Now we have to create all the panels for our card. So first, we're going to start with white 5.75 by 5.75, and that will go at the front of that square panel. So when this is ready, I decided to use that diamond rainbow pattern, but it won't be big enough, so I'm going to use that blue here as well, because I thought that will give me very nice contrast. So here I've got 4 inches by 5.5 inches. Then with the blue strips, I've got 5.5 by half an inch, and I need 2 of those. And when these are ready, we can assemble them on the front of a card. How often do you create fancy fold cards? Please let me know in the comments down below. To be honest, I'm very obsessed with them at the moment, and I just create them all the time. I think they're just super fun to make. If you do have your favorite fancy fold, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to leave a link with the video with my full collection, so you can check it out. So now it is time to move on, and we're going to assemble that on the front of a card. Super quick, right? So if you don't have big strips enough of your design paper, that is the way to go. So create a panel for the middle and then smaller elements for the sides. So when this is ready, we can move on and create 4 panels for our concertina. And with white card, I need 4 strips measuring 5.75 by 1.75, and I need 4 of those. So the measurement is 5 3/4 by 1 3/4. And I decided to use those blue designs here, and I'm going to cut them into 5.5 by 1.5 inch. And again, I need 4 of those. So these measure 5.5 by 1.5 inch. And now it is time to assemble them. Super quick and simple, right? So if you do feel inspired, of course you can use exactly the same design papers and create your fancy fold. And that will be absolutely amazing. But don't forget, all you have to do is to use that hashtag QLColorYourWorld and send me an email with a link or your post. And then I will put you in that giveaway for the full collection. So I also wonder, what is your favorite color? Because Color Your World is all about colors. I was inspired by art and also colors because I love both of them. Now it is time to assemble those 4 panels on our concertina. And as you can see, I chose that blue color for the base because I knew that I'm going to put those blue design papers inside. So this way I'm going to have very nice contrast with that white card to create the border. So what do you think about this color combo for that fancy fold? Do you like it? I really hope you do. So in my full collection, you also get 30 sentiments for every single occasion you can imagine. So that will be very cool if you win it. So now it is time to create those 3 strips to create that triple panels, right? So we need panels measuring 1.5 by 8 inches. And now, when these are ready, we need 3 of those. And when these are ready, we have to create some mat. So using my wad card, I've got 1.25 by 3 3/4. So again, it is 1.25 by 3 3/4. And actually, we need 6 of them, not 3. Now it is time to create 6 panels using that design paper. And these will measure 1 inch by 3.5 inches. So again, it is 1 by 3.5. And we need 6 of those. And when these are ready, we can assemble them. And to be honest, your cut will be complete. But it is a fancy fold, and in my collection, you also have other elements, so I decided to use them for today's card. And don't forget that tomorrow on my channel, I'm going to have a personalized card. On Tuesday, I'm going to have another fancy fold card using the same 2 free design papers. And also, on Wednesday, I'm going to have another one, so stay tuned for that. And on a Thursday, as usual, I'm going to have another video on my channel. And actually, this weekend, I'm going to start my Christmas crafting. So please subscribe to my channel if you're new and hit the notification bell because I'm going to have a lot of inspiration for you coming in September. So now it is time to assemble those 6 panels on our base. And then all we have to do is to assemble them on our concertina. Often do you create concertina fancy folds? If you haven't tried that yet, I really hope you will give it a go. It is so much fun and so unusual. And actually, this card will go flat in 6 by 6 inches envelope, which is super cool. So now I decided to use a scoring board because that's what Iced Images is on her tutorial, just to make sure the middle panel will be exactly in the middle of the card. So as you can see, I'm trying to find that 3 inches on my scoreboard and put that panel here. So as you can see, I'm actually putting the glue on one side first, then I'm going to assemble the right panel and then the left. And when these are attached at the front, I'm going to attach them in the side. Super quick and simple. So trust me, this card is super simple to create. And actually, those measurements are pretty easy to follow. So if you haven't tried this one yet, I really hope you'll give it a go. Because fancy folds are super unique cards. And I think we as crafters, we have that superpower to create absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and unique projects. So please stay tuned for more fancy folds on my channel. And if you haven't heard about hashtag FFC Challenge 2023, designed by Monica Paper Mona, every single month we create a different fancy fold. And actually, I was inspired by her, and now, to be honest, I'm really obsessed with fancy folds. As you can see, I fancy cut the elements from my design papers, and using my Distress Oxiding Walnut Stain, I'm going to apply the ink on all the edges of my art palette. And I try really hard to have darker color on the edges, just to give it a little bit more dimension and interest. And with the paintbrushes, I'm really heavy-handed because I really wanted that darker brown here. And as you can see with the tip of the paintbrush, I actually left the gap here because that will be so much easier to color it in. I'm going to use my two tri-blend markers from Spectrum Noir to color them in, and I'm starting with the lightest color first and then darker. And when this is ready, I'm going to use the gray color to imitate the metallic element on the paintbrush. And I think that's what really makes a difference. And whenever you want to create really cool three-dimensional images or elements, use at least two different colors, so lighter and darker, and this way you will get that 3D look. Super cool and very quick to achieve. So when this is ready, I'm going to use my scissors to cut the excess here, and using my liquid glue, I'm going to attach the elements together. However, with the art palette, I thought it was a little bit empty, so I decided to use my tri-blend markers and add some colors like paint splashes. In my full collection, you also get those paint splashes as SVG files, but here I decided just to use some markers. And yes, you can do that as well. But if you want, you can also use some gems to create those paints, and that will be super cool. And I did it with some of my projects using that collection. So check that playlist in the top right corner with some more inspiration with Color Your World collection. And if you do like blending or alcohol markers, this collection is for you. So now it is time to put those elements together, and at this point I thought let's put those paintbrushes through the art palette, and I think that will look super cool. And also, in the collection on those two design papers, I put 3 sentiments for you. So here I'm going to use on your special day. I'm going to attach it on the blue card and then assemble it on the card. Super quick and simple. If you want, you can also add some double-sided foam adhesive, but here I decided against it. So now it is time to put that liquid glue. And first, you have to make sure your element is exactly where you want. So you only put the glue on the back where you need it. And then it is time to put the sentiment, and I really didn't know where to put it. So in the end, I put it at the bottom of the card. And now it is time to add some gems, because why not? Every single card needs some gems. So I put them on the left hand side on the art palette and also on the right hand side, and the whole cut is complete. However, inside we need to create a panel, and this white card is measuring 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Using my liquid glue, I'm going to put it inside so you do have plenty of space to write your message. And now the cut is completely finished. What do you think about this? Would you like to give it a go? I really hope you do. And don't forget to download my 3 design papers from Color Your World collection, and the link is in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow for personalized card. Happy crafting! Bye for now!